Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this whole situation with Lil Nas X getting mad over the fact that I guess Tony Hawk is coming out with some shoes painted in his blood. And that's not sitting right with Lil Nas X because the shoes. So, to give you guys a backstory, so Lil Nas X came out with these shoes a while ago, and it was these like Satan based shoes where they had like blood in the midsole and they had like all this like devil worship. It was overall like a weird shoe, bruh. Like it was a shoe I knew I would stay far away from. I don't even feel, and it's crazy because it was a Nike shoe. It was a Nike shoe that I own. I think, do I still have the two pairs? Either I have one or two pairs of those shoes. I can't remember. But anyways, I don't even want to wear those shoes now after seeing what Lil Nas X did with them. I'm like, fam, I feel uncomfortable wearing the ones that I have. So anyways, he comes out with these shoes, face all this like heat and backlash over it, was getting sued by Nike. They had to pull the shoes off the shelves. Blah, blah, blah. So anyways, yeah, people wasn't really feeling that shoe. Plus, it's, yeah, on top of that, it's like you're, using, now I don't know the full extent on Tony Hawk, if he's using like a brand, like an actual brand, if he's just releasing the shoes themselves. But it's like, if he's releasing the shoes themselves, and it's like, okay, he's not going through no brand like Nike or going through a person that likes to customize shoes. Because so pretty much what Lil Nas X did was that he paid this designer to make these shoes. And yeah, the designer, yeah, he made the shoes, all of that. And then they were trying to sell them, and Nike was all like, hey, yo, we're not with that. We're not with you, selling our shoes and stuff. Especially, yeah, it's like some stuff like that. We ain't talking on no stuff like that. So because I was like, yeah, I think it's not so much as the blood, it's the devil worshipping stuff that you have. Because he's mad over the fact that Tony Hawk is coming out with these shoes that's like painted in his blood and things. I personally wouldn't buy the Tony Hawk shoes either. But if it was a toss up between the both shoes, yeah, I'm buying the Tony Hawk shoes. Why would I buy some like devil shoes? Like, bruh, I'm a Christian. I am a man of the Lord. Like, why would I even fool with those shoes, bruh? Like, that's what I think what he's missing. Is that, look, them shoes, if Tony Hawk is coming out with these shoes, it ain't talking on religion, it ain't, offending anybody, none of that. At the end of the day, yeah, people are going to buy things for trends, which is what people did with his shoes. They bought them for the trending reason. But other than that, it's like, bruh, like, this is what I have to say. If it wasn't for the trends, if it wasn't for like people just going crazy when a new pair of shoes come out, at the end of the day, Lil Nas X, his shoes wouldn't have sold out. His shoes would have not sold out. Nobody ain't buying no devil worshipping shoes. I'm sorry, but people are only buying that for the resale value because they know, oh, it's a limited shoe. You ain't gonna be able to get them in stores and stuff. These are like some shoes that you trying to buy and resell to other people and things. Like, that's it. It's shoes that's never gonna be worn. It's shoes that's like never gonna, like, it's at the end of the day, it's just, yeah, it's a trend. It's a trendsetter. That's it. That's the only reason why people are buying those shoes. But to wear them, like, yeah, I guess, like, if you are out there doing that devil, like, worshiping stuff, then yeah, I could see somebody wearing them shoes. But if not, then it's like, fam, I don't get why you are thinking that like it's a problem. Like, you got to see the differences between the both shoes. Like, one ain't even talking on religion and then one is. So it's like, yeah, it was, a lot of people I know. So here's the thing, here's my opinion on both shoes. With Lil Nas X's shoes, I would never wear those. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with Lil Nas X. It's just the what the shoes is representing. I'm not wearing that. Do you think you'll be able to go to church on Sunday wearing those shoes? No, you will not. If people recognize those shoes, if people know what those shoes mean, you cannot wear those shoes. You can't. Nowhere. Be like, people would look at you, bruh, like something's wrong with you. And no, there was a time I remember when it was mainly like, old races, like white people and stuff. But I wore a hoodie, and I still got this hoodie till this day, but I wore this hoodie out in public where it said F the KKK. I'll never forget how this old dude was looking at me, because he was like, man, he was giving me that look like, man, if I was 40 years younger, I would give you the works. Like, he was looking at me like he wanted to fight. I'm like, now he does got height on me, but I'm like, bro, I will fade you right here in this. We were like kind of like in this entrance part of the mall, but I'm like, bro, I will fade you. All right, if I gotta jump up and fade you, I will straight fade you, bruh. Like, no clippers. So I'm like, try it. But anyways, but yeah, I'm like, I made people mad wearing that hoodie. I had people looking at me differently when I wore that hoodie. So at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I knew, like, I'm like, okay, you know, to eliminate any arguments, but I am gonna wear that hoodie in videos. I am gonna wear that in the comfort of my own home. But to eliminate the arguments, all of that, people giving me dirty looks, I'm just not gonna wear the hoodie. Because I have even racist people, I don't really respect them, but to eliminate any confrontations with them, because it's just, to argue with ignorant people, it's not good. So that's why I'm like, to eliminate all of that, I'm not gonna wear the hoodie, alright? But yeah, I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, if you want to, like Lil Nas X, if you want to wear them shoes in the comfort of your own home, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to wear that up on when you're on stage, that's fine. But my thing is this. You're getting on Nike because they don't want to, like, you know, sell these shoes, or they're suing you because of, you know, giving you like a cease and desist like thing, saying, hey, you need to stop distributing these shoes and stuff and selling them out in places and things. Like, you should have just tried to do things the legit way. If Nike didn't want to release those shoes, there's probably a reason why. Like, the thing is that you offended people with those shoes. You have. Like, if you don't want to see that, if you don't want to, you know, you want to be blind by that, bro, that is all on you. But at the end of the day, people were offended by those shoes. I know I was talking to everybody that I talked to about those shoes, they wasn't with it. They was not feeling those shoes at all. So I'm like, bro, like, you offended people with those shoes. Now, going to Tony Hawk shoes. Now, with the, Lil Nas X shoes, I made it clear. I ain't buying them shoes. Staying far away from them. Now, with Tony Hawk shoes, I don't believe in the whole, like, you know, buying another person's blood. And I don't even know if that was like real blood in Lil Nas X's shoes, because in his shoes, Lil Nas X, he had like some blood in it. So if you look up like Air Max 97s, there's like that air bubble at the bottom of the shoes where I guess they had blood in the inside of it. And so Tony Hawk, he's using, I think it's his actual like legit blood, and he's using it to like paint the shoes and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I just think that that's kind of weird and crazy, but people are going to buy it. And that's the thing. It's not offending anybody. People are overall going to, they're more so. Now, that's another, like, you know, trendy shoe. That's another shoe where it's like people are only buying it for the trend. Once when a shoe becomes an article, once when a sneaker shoe, whatever you want to call them, once when that done became an article, once when it's trending, once when all sneakerheads, people, not even sneakerheads, like these like reselling addicts, when these reselling addicts see that, oh, this is, you know, we don't want people to wear them, we just want to make profit off of it and stuff. To talk on that real quick, because people still to this day try to convince me the benefits of reselling, I'm not going to see anything good out of it. I'm not going to see anything good out of supply and demand, reselling, any of that stuff. That's why I'm like trying to really like force myself to step away from that. Or if I am going to go into one of those reselling websites, I want to pay under retail. But I'm tired of like, you know, of those companies like, oh, we're going to charge you $300 for a pair of shoes that cost $100. Like, that ain't no supply and demand. That's just you not wanting to get a job and work for your money. No, you just trying to choose the easy way out of it. I'm actually trying to wear the shoes. I'm not trying to resell it to nobody and things. And even the time I remember when I did, there's I think people already know of this, but I talked on it before, but in case if you don't know about it, there was a time where there was my friend's cousins, and they needed some shoes. And so I'm like, they were trying to like have me pay, or they didn't want me to pay them to give them the shoes. No, I've been like, you guys is crazy. But they wanted to pay me for the shoes. I said they can have all the shoes for free. All of them. It was, I had to like look to see what shoes they were, but they were like Air Forces, Jordans, What other shoes? Like I think that was mainly it because that's the only shoes I like, Nikes and Jordans. There, I think there were some other shoes that was in the mix of it too, but yeah, I'm like, I'm like, that's the thing. I don't care about that. I'm like, to me, I'm like, that's material stuff. You know, that stuff don't matter to me. But it's like people out there trying to resell that stuff, and that's what honestly was gonna happen with these Tony Hawk shoes. Ain't nobody gonna be able to buy them. They're gonna say, because I think he said it's only gonna be like 100 pairs. So yeah, then once them shoes come out, them shoes is gonna go for crazy amounts on reselling websites, and ain't nobody gonna be able to buy them unless it's like some famous YouTuber or something. If it's a famous YouTuber that's making money left and right, that's gonna be the only people that's gonna be buying those shoes. But other than that, like an average person like myself, I'm not spending no $5,000 on no pairs of shoes. I'm not spending. If those shoes cost 60, them shoes I better get them for 60 or less. But anything more, I'm like, nah, bro, it's a waste. I'm like, I shouldn't have to spend that much on those shoes. I'm like, why? Why am I spending that much on them shoes? And so, anyways, but yeah, like the shoes, I guess, are covered in Tony Hawk's paint. Or not, he's painting, it's covered in his paint. But no, it's covered in, the shoes is gonna be painted with Tony Hawk's blood and stuff. And yeah, I'm like, I'm not with that either. I'm like, why are you giving me some bloody shoes? Like, I don't know. I guess if it's like the design where it's like, if it's like blood spots on the shoes and it's his blood, I'm like, I guess maybe, but still, I'm like, I just find that kind of weird though. Like, if I can understand if it was like, if it was fake, if it wasn't real, you know, like, oh, you just, you know, you like, it's fake blood, it's, you know, like, it's just red paint that looks like blood or something. If that's the case, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm down for it, I'll buy it. But a real person's blood, that to me just doesn't, I don't know, that don't seem right. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because I'm like, if that stuff gets old and then the shoe, like, or, you know, my thing is this. Just a, you know, like a wild case scenario and stuff. But let's say my foot is somehow cut, right? My foot is somehow cut. Now, there's an area of the shoe that contains Tony Hawk's blood that somehow, like, that material falls into that cut that's open on my foot. Am I going to catch a disease? Like, am I going to be good at skating? Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but, like, jokes aside, though, like, I don't think that that's safe. I don't think that that's safe. And you know there's going to be some old weirdos out there licking the shoe, talking about, I licked Tony Hawk's blood and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you got weird people that'll do stuff like that. So, me personally, I'm not with either of these shoes. I'm like, I like the recent shoes. Like, go, bro, my thing is this. Go get you some, like, Paul George 5s. Get you some Kevin Durant 14s. Get you some Air Jordans. You know, get you some Adidas. Get you some, like, Yeezys. Get you some freaking Reeboks, or some Skechers. Get you some light up Skechers or the fake light up Yeezys. Get you any pairs of shoes out there that's not, you know, that's still being able to, like, you could go to the store and purchase them. But I'm like, bro, it's shoes like that where I'm like, man, I don't know about them. I really don't. Like I said, at the end of the day, if it was a toss up between the both shoes, yeah, Tony Hawk, his shoes went by a landslide. Because I'm like, I'm not wearing no freaking devil worshiping shoes. I'm like, fam, like, nah, I'm a Christian. I'm a man of the Lord, okay? I'm a Jesus follower. You can't be no Jesus follower wearing them shoes. I guess you can, maybe. I don't know. But I'm like, me personally, those are the one shoes where I'm like, if I did see them in the stores, I wouldn't even want to touch them. I feel like if I touch them, like, it will hurt my hand. So I'm like, them shoes, far away from them shoes. Tony Hawk shoes, I probably would look at them and then just be like, man, that's just so weird that he covered these shoes in his blood, or however they're gonna look. I don't really know. I don't know if there's any photos of them being leaked out. Let me see real quick. Tony Hawk shoes. Is it even real? I don't know. I just seen it on Twitter, so I don't know if it's real or not. But anyway, like, nah, let's just look up Tony Hawk on Twitter. It's selling it. Yeah, there it goes. I just think that that's crazy. I'm like, ain't no way I can do that. Selling 100 skateboarding pins, actual blood. Skate. Like, they just show like a preview or how it's gonna look. That's just crazy. That is seriously some crazy stuff. And it's like they're showing a photo of it, and they got like his blood, and they're pouring it in with this paint. That's insane. That's some weird stuff right there. I don't know about that, but anyways, I'm staying far away from that. But other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 35 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you also follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. And if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and then we'll knock $20 off your first purchase. Also, if you're wait a minute. And if you're using, I had to think about it, but I got it. I came back. But anyways, yeah, if you're doing anything for the buying any stuff on Epic Games, make sure you use my promo code on there, TMossBoss, so support your favorites creator and stuff. I might not be your favorite, but still, to just help you out on stuff. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.